Hi, it's Jez here from nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So this is the final part in my Ornate Garden Speciality paper, One Sheet Wonder. The last time I looked, the paper was still available. It is on while stocks last. It is on the closeout sale. It is reduced and it is beautiful. So this is the last part of the One Sheet Wonder when I used the two little scraps, and I made 5 cards from those 2 little scraps. And so that's the first one I made, and then I made some Christmas cards. So I made 3 like that, and then I turned it round for the last one. So stay tuned and I'll show you how I managed to get this out of those 2 little tiny scraps. The only thing left now is the little scraps that we had left, and I sort of thought, I don't know what to do. Because these have got patterns on them, I thought that's not very much, is it, to do out with? So I thought, oh, I know, I could cut some stitched triangles out with them. So that's what I thought I'm going to do. I'm going to play a bit of Tetris and see how many triangles I can get out of this set. There we go. I do love a good game of Tetris. As you can see, I used as much as I possibly could of those 2 little scraps. That just wasn't quite big enough for something. So I didn't use the right angled one in the end, because I had 2 sizes of the equilateral and 2 sizes of the isosceles, and I thought that they would make patterns together better. So I'm just going to have a little play and see what I come up with. I'm going to bin that. So I had a little play. I cut out a couple of gold ones and I thought they would look good put across in a row. Like that. Nice little geometric repeating pattern. And then I thought a long sentiment, so I looked through many messages and there was a nice little birthday one there. Hoping your day is full of love, laughter and joy. And I thought that would look lovely underneath. And I thought I'd do a little bit of scoring of lines, as I like to do. So I also thought I might do a little bit of some up, some down as well. So it would be helpful, I think, to score the lines first. Then we've got something to sort of judge. So I thought I'd do a line either side of where this is going to go. Now, although it's going to go on this side of the card, we can sort of measure it there. So I am literally going by eye. So we'll just go the other side there. So that's at 1 1/8. Might do 2. And then this side that's at 3/8, and then we'll go at 1/4. So let me just see how that looks. So this will now fit in between those lines. Lovely. And then I'm going to put these on top. So I'm going to stick those down and then I'll do some lines above, but we'll stick them down first. Now we've got a guide as to where we want them. So I've had a little play on my mat, and actually that one's too many, so I'm going to put it across like that. I think that will look good. So I'm going to measure. I've got the centimetre side here, and it's about 14.5 centimetres. which would be 7¼ centimetres. So this goes to 7¼ there. So that's the midway. That's my midway there, where that would be. If that was up, they'd be down, they'd be up, they'd be down. Or if that one's down, up, yeah. So I might stick that one and stick it to it and then pop the others up. So put a bit of glue on there. Get a bit of a ruler going up that line. That's where I want my point, just a little bit above that line. I'm going to stick it down. I remember watching Jill doing a clean and simple in a live that we did together, and that's when I realised clean and simple is not simple if you're going for this sort of look where we want it all to be the same, you know, sort of centralised, etc. And working with white, you've got to be very clean. I did have a reject off camera where I wasn't very clean, and I got a little bit of, it's just like a tiny bit of ink on there. So yeah, reject. Like so, and then we'll just get our scoreboard back and score some lines above. So that's there, so we'll go there on the 2½. And we'll go one above as well. So that's that one. I think that worked well. Very different again to the others. So now I've got one more to do with the other sized triangles. So this is the final card design that I've come up with. So a bit of Christmas in, what are we in? April. So yeah, so I took those little triangles and I turned them into little Christmas trees. So I have used the Merry Christmas from Perfectly Plaid. I quite liked it because with the design I sort of decided to do it in sort of trees going down that way, and so I kind of felt that this Merry Christmas fitted nicely with it. So I've just now looked at it and thought, oh, wonder if it could go the other way. Might have a little play. I've embossed the card. Oh, that's all the trees. I've embossed the card with the subtle embossing folder, so it gives a bit of texture. I've then used one of the stitch rectangles to cut out that square there. Obviously I've used the stitched triangles there for the trees themselves. So my idea was to, so some of them have got two foiled trees and some have got two embossed trees, and I've used the faceted gold gems just to go on the top, which I thought was a nice little touch, and adding a bit of dimension there to the tree. So I've used the little tree, the little triangle, as like the trunk and alternated it. Okay, so I was just there thinking about having the Merry Christmas on the side. Would it fit? Probably would. Just to have it different. Might try that. That would give us another look. I do like changing things up. So first thing we need to do is do our bit of heat embossing, and then we kind of know where it's going. So I think I'm going to put it central. If I'm going to do it this way, I'm going to do it in the center, I think. I'm eyeballing that. Could be way out. I think it's good enough. We will see what it's like when we sprinkle our gold powder. Oh, I think that's pretty good eyeballing there. Yeah, liking that. I'm also liking that I'm making a start on Christmas, because I do enjoy making Christmas cards. They are one of my favourite types of cards to make. So a little bit of noise, get that hot. So there we have it. So what I did, so I want these to be popped up. So I'm gonna, where's the little goldy gilded end to this one? Obviously lost it. Got some spare somewhere up there. Oh, I don't have a spare one of them. I need to find it. It was hiding in the card. There we go. So I just glued those to the bottom. So I'm going to get a little dot of Tombow and stick it on there. Got quite a lot on there, to be fair. I might rub some on there. Stick my tree. Look at it so that it is central and straight. Don't want a wonky trunk. There we go. Let's get that one stuck on there before it completely dries. There we go. And then the last one. Well, today started off really sunny and then it started raining, and Ed was finishing at half day today. Got a week off, so we were going to start our little proper staycation. How people call holidaying in their own country a staycation. Staycation to me is when you have holiday but you actually don't go anywhere, you stay at home, and that was kind of what we're having. We're thinking we'd have some nice walks out, but we draw the line at walking in the rain really and the cold. not really fun. So for this one, what I do is I sort of go for the middle one first, and this is the same for the other one. And what I did was I lined that corner there up with the base of the bottom of that tree, and then that one like so. That was kind of the look. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. It was kind of how I was doing it, although that's not going to work on this one because of where I've put that. So that's kind of going to have to go like that, really, isn't it? Yep. So that one kind of at the bottom, that point there touching the top, that one somewhere in the middle. I think that's the way to go. So what I did then was stuck this one flat down, sort of there, move that out of the way, and then we can pop these up on dimensional. So actually looking at it, it's like smack in the middle because it's equidistance there. So we'll get some little mini dimensionals on the back here. Scatter them about, and I need to cut one down for the pointy bit at the top. I felt that it needed a bit of support at the pointy bit at the top because I'm going to put one of them gems on. Oh, that took the top off. There we go. So I'm going to snip some off. And stick it as near the top as I can get. I don't know why I did so many. I was thinking I got 3 trees. I only needed to snip one in half. Not to worry. Not to worry at all. So let's get these tops off. Going to be a bit more gentle with this one because I don't want to pull it off. Okay. Oh, I keep looking out there thinking, gets a little bit brighter, thinking, oh, is the sun coming out? I think behind the cloud there is some sun. So I'm sort of putting that so it's almost touching the bottom there and almost touching the side there, and then this one likewise is almost touching the top and overlapping a bit there. So there, that way. Just a bit different. I'm not sure if that wouldn't look better down there, but it's done now. It is what it is. You just have to go with it, I think. So that's that. That needs a bit of a scoring. And you could add a gold frame if you wanted to, but as I said before, I'm a little bit low on gold foiling, and I'm not putting an order in just yet. I'm resisting the sale. I don't think I can resist it much longer though. There is some incredible bargains to be had in the closeout sale. I've already had quite a number of people take advantage. Things are selling out though. So if you see something that you want, my advice is to get it. Particularly if you want any in colour sort of re-inkers, cardstocks, etc., because they always go quite fast. So I'm gonna put a big one on that one that's flat, I think, and then I'll put little ones on these that are like floating. And I'm just wondering, just to do something a bit different, I might put a few about. Why not? Why not? Got them, I'm going to use them. So that is what I did with those two tiny little scraps. Who would have thought it, that those two tiny little scraps would generate 5 cards? So that's the end of my One Sheet Wonder series, using that one sheet of DSP. So I hope you've liked them all. So just a little recap. So that's those ones. So that's 5. Then we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 cards out of this one 12 by 12 sheet of DSP, obviously with other things added, and none of them have got really diddy little bits. So that's what I was sort of trying to achieve, is to get some very different cards with quite substantial pieces of DSP. Obviously these have got diddy bits, but it doesn't look like it's got a diddy bit, does it? So all the photos and details and measurements will be over on nigezza.co.uk, so do check it out. I'll do a playlist, I think, for this, so it's easy to find if you've missed the other instalments in this little series of this One Sheet Wonder. Okay, bye for now. Oh, and the last time I checked, this DSP was reduced on the closeout sale as well, so that's a bargain. So yeah, link down below to all the items that I've used, which will take you directly to my shop. Okay, stay safe.